Python decorators. So let us define what is Python decorators. Python has an additional and interesting feature called decorators to add functionality to one existing code. We are having one existing code, but we can add some additional functionality with the existing one. This is also called meta programming, as a part of the program tries to modify another part of the program at the compile time. So let us go for one practical demonstration to implement and to see what is decorators in Python. Python is having a very interesting feature which is known as the decorators, and which will add functionality to an existing code. And this is also known as metaprogramming, as a part of the program tries to modify another part of the program at the compile time. To discuss more about these decorators, let us consider this example. Here we are having one simple function. The simple function name is also simple function. So print I am a simple function. Okay. So now if I execute this code, obviously this line will get printed. But here we are defining one decorator. So that is the function is that the name of the function is make decorated, which will take a function as input. And this is our inner function here. So def inner function. So print I got decorated, and this function which will be passed as input argument, that function will get printed, and this inner function will be returned here. So now you see I'm calling this function, there is a make decorated. So make decorated and passing this simple function as the input parameter. So this simple function will be assigned to this function. This line will get printed, and this particular function will execute its body. So I am a simple function will get executed, and then the inner function, the reference will be returned, and that has been assigned to this decor. So now when from this decor we are calling this function, we are getting the output like this one. So I got decorated. So this particular line has got printed. Then the function which has been passed as input argument, that is a simple function, the body will get printed. So I am a simple function. So I am a simple function is getting executing. So this particular thing can also be done in this way. I'm just showing you. So here you see we are defining with the symbol at the rate of, we are defining this decorator function name. So we are writing this one, a very simple one. So at the rate of make decorated. So whenever this simple function will be called, then make decorated will be called by default automatically. So I can show you. So I'm going for this simple function. So now you see I'm just erasing the output. So I'm going for this execution. I'm finding that I got decorated. I am a simple function is having the respective output string got printed. So here whenever this simple function will be called, it will be called the make decorated function will be called, and this make decorated will automatically take this simple function as input parameter, and the respective code will get executed as I explained. So writing these two lines and without writing this one will have the same effect. If you write this particular line, that is the decorator function name preceded by this at the rate of symbol, and don't write this one, just calling this function directly, it will produce the same output as I have demonstrated. So let us go for another example for the easy understanding. So another example is with us. So let us go for that. So here we are having this my smart division. So there is one function I have defined which will take this function as input argument. So I think this is the decorator function we are having. The main function is our go divide, which will just perform a by b and the value will be returned. But here you see the decorator function name has been written after this at the rate of symbol as I did before. So this is our inner function x and y. This x and y value will be this particular parameter will get the value this a and b, and I am dividing x and y. If y is equal to 0, oops, division by 0 is illegal, this message will get printed and returned, otherwise this return function x comma y. So this particular function value will be returned here, and then we are having this function inner function here. So now here you see we have passed this parameter, that is a 20 and 2. So 20 and 2 will be assigned to this a and b, so that is a 22, and that very decorator function will be called. This go divide will be the input argument to this decorator function. So func this 20 and this 2 will be assigned to this x and y, and the respective outputs will be obtained. I'm just going to show you. I'm dividing 20 and 2. This message is coming from this line. Here you see the 2 is not equal to 0. So this particular line, this particular block is not getting executed. So return function xy. So xy, the division will take place and the value will be returned and the value will be 10.0. And but in this case, when I'm passing this b as 0 here, so oops, division by 0 is illegal and this message is getting printed and it returns nothing. So that's why it returns nothing. That's why the none is getting printed. So generally we decorate a function and assign it as go divide is equal to my smart div go divide. So actually when I'm just mentioning this decorator function here, after this at the rate of symbol, and whenever this decorator function is, whenever the function is getting defined, actually we're actually writing this one as go divide is equal to my smart div go divide. So in this way, in this particular demonstration, I have shown you that how to use these decorator functions and decorators in our Python coding. Thanks for watching this video.